Hello, so this video is part 2 of my Working on Cobra Kai series. If you haven't seen part 1, I recommend you go watch that first, just so this video, part 2, will make sense. But hey, if you like being thrown in the deep end and have to try and piece things together and put up with a bad story / plot progression, then I say go for it and skip part 1 and just stick around here. I mean, we all have been in that boat before, of being in the deep end when it comes to bad linear story writing and plot. Star Wars 8, Game of Thrones, Season 8, wait, what? Okay, so anywho, I'll give you a quick part 1 recap. Basically, I signed up on a casting website, they reached out to me to play as an extra on Cobra Kai, which turned into playing a bit of a cooler role. And we left off with me at the production show facility, on my first morning, right after the pancake incident. The pancake incident. Nightmares. Okay, here we go. So, after that pancake incident, we background extras waited in the holding area for another hour or so, and then a production assistant walked into the tent and said, "Good morning. For those who don't know, today's shoot will be about..." And then we'll do an awesome... And so yeah, that's what's being filmed today. No spoilers here. Not because you asked for no spoilers, but because I merely don't want to get sued. Because, you know, my channel is just so giant and popular that Netflix would inevitably find out I've been spreading spoiler rumors. Anywho, so my memory gets a little fuzzy here, but I remember soon after that talk from the production assistant, we all ended up leaving the outdoor extras tent and walked inside the main studio / stage building. They took us to this inside waiting area in the main warehouse and went over some rules. The main rule was to be quiet on set. And I don't mean just be quiet at times, I mean we had to be quiet the entire time, even while filming. I didn't know this, but on a movie or show set, all extras are fake talking. I knew background noises were dubbed in, but not to that extent. So basically, it's just the actors talking and everyone in the back is just pretending to talk. So it's really weird how quiet it is, and just opening your mouth and closing it without making any noise. Kinda like a crab. Not sure why I chose a crab as a comparison over a mime. I mean, the word I'm looking for is miming. So yeah, we extras had to mime on set. Kinda like a crab, oh my goodness. But yeah, so if you watch background extras in shows or movies, watch carefully, and you can tell that their mouths are moving weird, and they will talk more with their hands since they can't use their mouths. So after the production assistant gave us the chat on rules, he took us in batches into one of the filming rooms. This particular one was for the inside school scenes. I was surprised that nearly every location in the show was in one warehouse. The dojo, the school, a few other spots I can't think of right now. Some sets look to be outside, but that's just green screen magic. The production assistants set us extras up in groups and told us where to stand. Some extras were told to walk, others just to stand, then a very select few were told to use their phones, but everyone else wasn't allowed to touch their phones. That was a big no-no. Now you see, I'm glad I did this extras background gig because I want to be a director. I need to know how on-set filming works. And yeah, I learned that extras never talk on set, but I also learned that they are looped. And what I mean by looped is that during one scene, they will have the same extras walk back and forth. This way they can create the illusion of having lots of extras, but in reality, there are only like 15 on set. So next time you watch a show with a crowd scene, or like when you watch Cobra Kai, look at the background. You'll see the same person walking back and forth multiple times, which makes like no sense unless the character is just like super confused where he or she's going. I don't know. The show creators are really banking on you, the viewer, to not pay attention to the background, which I mean, I don't really ever, but now I do, and it stinks. I can't help but watch the background now. I mean, I miss the actual important foreground stuff. Whoa, the stormtroopers are in the room. Good thing C-3PO is hiding. What are you laughing at? The stormtrooper in the back, he hit his head. Another thing I learned on set was that a single scene of a show can take hours to film. The first shot we had to film was in a hallway at the school, and we were there for like 2 hours for a scene that was like 50 to 60 seconds long once edited into an episode. lots of retakes. And yes, some of these retakes are due to actors or actresses messing up, but they have to film the same scene over and over again with different camera angles and positions. So like, let's just say 2 characters are talking. Well, you need to film a scene with both of them in it. Then a close-up of each one. And yes, you can sometimes shoot all cameras at once, but sometimes a camera position you need will make another camera show up in frame. So you have to shoot them separately. And that's just for 2 people. Imagine when you have a group of a lot of characters talking. Time consuming. For the first scene we filmed that day, I was placed next to these 2 lockers with 2 other guys. Shout out to Brandon and Zaim, you guys were awesome. And then the actress Mary Mauser, who plays Samantha LaRusso, was placed here, next to her locker, with the dude who plays Miguel Diaz. Not even gonna try and pronounce his real name. Oh my gosh. Also, don't worry, I'm just talking about character positions in the school hallways. I won't say anything about what they're wearing or their dialogue or anything that would spoil something. But yeah, characters standing in school hallways has been in every season. It's nothing new. I'm just saying where they're positioned at, you know? I'm just saying all this to cover my own butt. I mean, really. Contracts, suing, it's real stuff. Okay, scary ain't just talking about it. But hey, I make slight risk like this for y'all's sake, so you all can get good content to watch. So just, please subscribe to, support me. I'm going through a lot. I lost my pet hamster, and it's just been a lot, okay? And I'm just teasing about the pet hamster. I don't even have hamsters, or even a pet. Not sure why the first sad made-up circumstance in my head revolves around losing a pet hamster. Wow, I am off track. I mean, this and then earlier crabs and now hamsters. I'm off topic. Okay. So, anywho, there we are filming this hallway scene, and Sam and Miguel are still over there. But here's what's funny. I didn't even know it was them until like our 3rd take of doing the scene. Funny, right? Or, I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm just blind apparently. I mean, I knew what they looked like before I played as an extra because I watched the first 2 seasons of the show. But when you see them in person, they look so different. The camera really does make people look different. Oh yeah, work it. There we go. All right. Nice shooting. Now, one thing that was interesting was that between takes, both Sam and Miguel would hop on their phones and not say a word to the other. They also never looked at us extras. Now, I don't want to make them sound bad or anything. I bet as an actor, you are there to work, and engaging with extras every day would be exhausting and distracting. But with that said, it was weird to stand there and be staring at them, and they wouldn't stare back. I know that sounds weird, but you know when you're in a room, and if you look at someone, they seem to always look back eventually? Or like when you walk by someone and you look at them, they look back, even if brief? Then in between shots, when the director wasn't looking, my boy Brandon looked over and said hi to Sam and Miguel. And in return, they glanced over and looked at him, and then they looked back at their phones. They didn't say anything back. That was a little weird. They didn't say hi to the poor chap. It was just weird to walk by them or look at them, and they would just stare at their phone and not look back at you. And I was staring really hard.